It's a great day. Bungie dropped another puzzle today, and it's been so long since we've had like one this substantial. It's not like a huge Niobe Labs Corridors of Time like community puzzle. This is definitely a puzzle I think is, you know, more on the individual level. Like I solved it on stream by myself pretty much, but it is pretty complex compared to like what we have been getting. Now, I know a lot of you like knowing how the puzzles work, and every video and tweet I've seen with the solution just gives the solution and doesn't talk about how we actually got the solution. And so I want to go through how I solved it, and if you guys just want a sneak peek, how about that right there? It's pretty complex, and there's a lot of different things that you really can break down and try, and there's a lot of different stuff, but I just kind of want to go through it. If you want to know how to access the puzzle, I'm going to go ahead and link a different video down below. This is just going to focus on the solve. All you need to know is once you are in this room, the final room where the test actually happens, you can see the triangle here. What this is telling you is that any symbol that is a triangle needs to be lit on fire. So around the room, there are 16 hive runes. There are 4 in each corner. In addition to that, there are 4 floors. You have the 3 tests, cunning, whatever the night one was, navigation's the last one. The middle one's like wrath or something. So you have those 3 floors, and then you have this floor. And on every floor, there are 16 symbols. In addition to that, on every floor, there are 4 statues. And when you activate each statue, what happens is 3 symbols or 3 hive runes will get symbols. So they'll either get a triangle around them or they'll get a circle around them. And so you can see that here. So I have one of these statues activated, and you can see that this symbol is given a triangle, this symbol is given a triangle, and this symbol is given a circle. And so what you need to do is go through and compile that. Sorry, that's the seasonal concept art. So the cunning room is the first room. Strength is the second one. And so these are divided up into quadrants here. Let me get rid of all of this, and I'll explain how I did my methodologies here. So they're divided into quadrants. Each quadrant is a single statue. Boom. So in the cunning room, one statue tells you that this symbol is a circle and these 2 are triangles, that these 2 hive runes are triangles, this is a circle, and so on. And so you have 16 total combinations of 3 hive runes that are given a symbol when you combine everything. That's what this is. Now, when you are in this room and you start this puzzle and you activate the things on the side, you'll notice that it gives you these buffs, 2 lies and a truth. Obviously a reference to the game that Savathun really likes to play. And what that ends up telling you is that every time a statue gives you a combination of symbols, 2 of them are lies and 1 of them is true. And so armed with that knowledge, I think this is a great point for anyone to go try this yourself. You can then deduce each hive rune, whether it is a triangle or a circle. And then when you know all of the runes that are supposed to be triangles, you go up to this room, you hold fire, you hold interact and you put them on fire, and then you walk up and you interact with the thing in the middle of the room. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna walk through like actually how it works. So the first thing I did is I went through and I counted every instance. So everything in black here, ignore the red. Let me pull this up. Oh, actually I have a picture right there. Everything in black, ignore the red. The red's the final solution. The black is how many times each symbol appears, each hive rune appears, and which symbol is given. So this squid, it's only seen twice, and both times it's a circle. I call this guy hamburger or theta. It appears 3 times, and every time it's a circle. And you can see like this guy pizza, 4 triangles and 1 circle. And so if we know that there are 2 lies and 1 truth, that means there are statistically going to be more lies than truths, and that's a great way to start. So unfortunately, there's not like they don't give you a good starting spot. You just have to make an assumption and go from there. And so my assumption was, okay, there's 3 hamburgers. or the 3 statues talk about hamburger. You can see it right here. This statue says it's a circle. This statue says it's a circle, and this statue says it's a circle. Now, if there are 2 lies for every 1 truth, statistically, it is unlikely that all 3 of those statues are telling the truth about hamburger. And so then what I went and did was I said, okay, if that's true, then we can assume that that's just a lie, right? And so you can cross out hamburger, here. And you can cross out hamburger here. Because that means, oh, hamburger is actually never a circle. It's actually a triangle. And you can see me mark that down here. So that's the assumption that we made to start this puzzle. I only make one other assumption, and then from that point, it's all logic guessing from there. So what I did from that point is I was like, okay, so now I know that on each of these statues, there's 1 lie and 1 truth remaining. And so I wanted to see which of these symbols, if any of them, occur more than once, like on those statues. So this guy has A, and I called this guy Trident. This guy has 2 up and A. And this guy has Trident and whatever the hell you want to call that. And so I said, okay, we're gonna look at A. 2 of them have A, which is what I call this one. And if you look at my page, I've written down here that A has 1 statue says it's a circle, and 2 statues say it's a triangle. So the 2 triangles are probably lying, and that means that A is probably a circle. That is the second assumption and the only other assumption we make in this entire thing. So if A is probably a circle, that means that that is this statue's truth. This statue is telling the truth about this symbol being a circle. But as I mentioned, 2 other statues have already commented on A being a triangle. And so under my assumption, hey, that's a lie. And then look for the 3rd A somewhere. Boom. We've already determined through our assumption that it is a circle. Boom, that's a lie. And so with those 2 assumptions, that 3 statues are saying that hamburger is circle, probably unlikely for all 3 of them to be telling the truth, since statistically there are more lies. So we're gonna just assume that's a lie. And then with the A, with 2 of the statues saying hamburger, lying about hamburger, have A. And A has 2 triangles, 2 statues saying it's a triangle, and 1 statue saying it's a circle. Once again, there's more lies. So statistically, the 2 saying it's triangle are lying, and the one telling the truth is that it's a circle. That's how you get this started. And then hopefully that makes sense. If not, ask down below and I'll start to explain it. But from then, it just snowballs, right? So we know every statue, and once again, every one of these quadrants is a statue. So we know that every statue tells 2 lies and a truth. So A is the truth, so that means that Trident here must be a lie. And that means that Trident is actually triangle. And so you can see me, I mark that down. Sorry, this is a pretty low quality image right here. You can see I mark it down as triangle. And so every time I'm solving a triangle or a circle, I'm writing that down on my master list. But because that's a triangle, I have it written down that 2 of the statues say it's a circle, 1 say it's a triangle. So I can look for the other Trident statues. Not here. Not here. Here's 1. It says it's a triangle, so that's actually the truth on this statue, and I denote that by a circle. And then there is 1 more Trident. Give me 1 second. I am losing my mind. Oh, there it is. This one says it's a circle, so that's actually a lie. And it's just kind of pure logic puzzle from there. You just kind of keep going. It gets easier and easier. So like right here, this curvy boy, I think I called this like apostrophe or something. It has to be a lie because there's already a truth in this row. So I can assume that, okay, apostrophe boy has to be a circle. Anywhere that it's a circle is telling the truth. So this statue here is telling the truth. And that makes these lies. And then you already know now that double loopy boy has to be a circle. And this guy going, wee, has to be a triangle. And it just snowballs from there. And so when you put all of that together, and so when you go through that logic puzzle, you'll start to be able to assign the triangles. So once again, that starting symbol is triangle, and you see that you need to put all of the symbols that end up being a triangle on fire. And so when you solve all the logic puzzles, what happens here is you very quickly start to get a picture of which symbols are triangle and which ones are not. Each of these dashes represents a triangle, a symbol. And so starting here, this is hamburger. That has to be a triangle. Circle, circle, circle. Sorry. Yep. This guy is pizza. Triangle. Triangle. Circle, circle. Triangle. Circle. Triangle. Circle. Triangle. Triangle. Circle, circle. And then you just walk up to those symbols in the room, interact with them, put them on fire, and then go interact with this final marker in the middle. That'll complete the test. So that's how I solved it. There were obviously a lot of things that I tried that didn't work, but that is like the actual solution. And I kind of recommend just going through and logicking it yourself, because it was a pretty fun little brain puzzle. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to share with your friends. I know like a lot of people are interested in this type of video, but it's always really hard to get like the initial viewership, which means the algorithm doesn't pick it up. So if you have friends that you know are interested in this sort of thing, please share it with them. Subscribe to help us on the road to 100,000 subscribers. And I look forward to more puzzles. Bungie, thank you so much for making this, especially like all the devs that worked on this. This like extra layer of stuff is my favorite part of Destiny. So thank you so much. Everyone have a fantastic night. I love your faces. Peace out. See you, everyone.